The number one priority for us is re-signing Kelsey Mitchell. I think that backcourt was about as lethal as we've seen in the WNBA, and I'm talking maybe in history in the second half.
You've probably heard the buzz surrounding Caitlin Clark, right? Well, here's something that's bound to shift the conversation in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever just dropped a major announcement that is going to make waves across the league.
In the WNBA since 2005, I've seen a lot. So the growth through the years, we've learned a lot. I think we're obviously at this very pivotal time.
The Fever's general manager, Amber Cox, has just revealed some crucial information about their plans for free agency, and what she's got in store is absolutely mind-blowing. Imagine this. A team that used to be at the very bottom of the league is now making major moves to position themselves as the next WNBA dynasty. Cox is sitting on a whopping $650,000 in available cap space, and she's not hesitating to put it to work. But here's the catch. It's not just about throwing money at players. No, Cox has a carefully crafted strategy that is going to completely blow your mind. Amber Cox isn't your average GM. She's the mastermind behind the Fever's incredible transformation, and she's got a game plan in place that could shake up the entire WNBA. Picture her in her office, surrounded by detailed player stats, contract information, and a clear vision of what the future holds for the team. Cox is not just crunching numbers, she's plotting a whole new era for the Fever. What's truly wild is that Cox isn't using her cap space recklessly. She's building something special, something that's going to strike fear into every other team in the league. Her goal? To assemble a defensive powerhouse, one that will make it nearly impossible for other teams to dominate. She's laser-focused on bringing in players who know how to win and who can help turn the Fever into a team that will be feared for years to come.
This is truly a dream come true for me to walk into this role, to work alongside Kelly Krauskopf and Stephanie White on the basketball side in the tremendous business in the WNBA, and obviously led by the Indiana Fever. But I think all those experiences will lend themselves to hopefully doing the best job possible.
Amber Cox, the general manager of the Indiana Fever, has a vision, and it's a bold one. She's determined to build a team that embodies championship DNA, and she's got the resources to make it happen. Right now, Cox is sitting on an impressive $650,000 in cap space, which she's ready to put to use in a way that could transform the Fever into a powerhouse in the WNBA. But what makes her plan so exciting isn't just about splashing money on big-name players. No, Cox is far more strategic than that. She's looking for players who align with her vision, those who can foster a winning culture in the locker room, someone who isn't just about individual glory, but about building something greater than the sum of its parts. And here's the crazy part. Cox may have even more cap space than originally thought. Insiders are speculating that it could be closer to $700,000, which would give her even more flexibility to sign not just one superstar, but possibly 2 or 3 veteran players who could solidify the team's roster. She's already hinted at having a master plan, but trust me, this is just the beginning. While other teams might be focused on making short-term moves, Cox is thinking long-term, playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. The Fever aren't merely looking to improve, they're aiming to dominate, and with Cox pulling the strings, the rest of the league better be paying attention. The same time that Cox is quietly building her master plan, there's a storm brewing in the league, and it centers around one player who has taken the WNBA by storm, Caitlin Clark. Her success isn't just creating excitement on the court, it's causing real drama behind the scenes. Clark's impact on the game is undeniable. She's selling out arenas faster than some NBA teams, and she's turning casual fans into die-hard WNBA supporters. She's become a force, a phenomenon, a marketing machine that's driving new revenue and attention to the league. So much so, in fact, that she landed on the cover of Time magazine as the Athlete of the Year. That's a massive recognition, but not everyone is thrilled about it. Sheila Johnson, co-owner of the Washington Mystics, took a jab at Time's decision, arguing that by singling out one player, it creates hard feelings and overlooks the collective effort of the league. For her, it should have been about recognizing the whole WNBA, not just one player. But Clark's success isn't just about accolades. She's drawing in fans in droves, and her games are selling out faster than some NBA matchups. What's even more remarkable is that she's not just drawing attention for her skills, she's turning it into long-term growth for the league. Fans who show up to watch Clark play often end up buying jerseys, merchandise, and following the entire league, not just Clark. This is what I like to call the Clark effect star. It's more than just one player's popularity, it's creating a ripple effect that's benefiting the entire WNBA. And Amber Cox knows exactly what she's got in Clark. The Fever aren't just looking at her as a rookie, they're recognizing that she's a game changer. She's bringing in new fans, boosting ticket sales, and likely increasing TV ratings as well. But what's fascinating is how Clark's rise is setting the stage for an even bigger transformation. The Fever, with Cox at the helm, are poised to capitalize on Clark's star power, but they're not stopping there. Cox is plotting something even bigger, something that could change the course of the franchise and make them a true title contender. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The Fever aren't just targeting Clark to be their centerpiece, they're eyeing another player who could be the final piece to completing their transformation from a team at the bottom of the standings to one that competes for a championship. Enter Satu Sabali. This player is exactly what the Fever need. Last season, Sabali was on fire, averaging an impressive 17.9 points per game and shooting an elite 45.2% from three-point range. But it's not just her scoring that makes her a perfect fit. Her length and athleticism make her a dominant force on both ends of the court, adding another layer of defense and versatility to the Fever's lineup. Cox isn't just looking at stats, she's building a team that works together seamlessly, and Sabali might be the missing puzzle piece to take them over the top. Picture this: Clark, Boston, Mitchell, Hull, and Sabali. That's a lineup that not only has scoring potential but also the ability to dominate on defense. This could be a team that seriously competes for a championship. But landing Sabali won't be easy. She's in high demand, and other teams are going to be fighting to sign her. However, the Fever might have an edge in negotiations. Remember, Cox used to be Sabali's boss, and that connection could play a major role in sealing the deal. What's even more interesting is that Sabali has been engaging with Fever fans on social media, liking comments that suggest she should join Clark in Indiana. Is she hinting at a future in Indianapolis? Only time will tell. The Fever are done being the underdog. They're shooting for the top, and they're not being shy about it. With Cox's vision and strategy, the Fever are on track to build a team that could dominate not just in the short term, but for years to come. But even if they can't land Sabali, Cox always has a backup plan. They're also eyeing other versatile players like Gabby Williams, known for her defensive prowess. The Fever are leaving no stone unturned as they continue to build a team that can challenge for titles year after year. And here's the big picture: the Fever's revolution isn't happening in a vacuum. As Indiana builds its powerhouse, the rest of the league is starting to feel the tremors. The Fever's bold moves are forcing other teams to rethink their strategies. Suddenly, every other GM is questioning their approach to team building. It's no longer just about stats, it's about star power, team chemistry, and long-term dominance. This is changing the landscape of the league. The Fever are creating a new blueprint for success in the WNBA. Imagine a team built not around one, but around multiple superstars. It's not just about winning games, it's about creating a brand, a dynasty that fans can't ignore. The ripple effect from the Fever's rise could lift the entire league. Higher ticket sales, bigger TV deals, more merchandise, it's a win for everyone. But not every team can build a super team, and it's going to create a shift in how franchises approach their rosters. Some may focus on developing young talent, others may try to build around a single superstar. The league is entering uncharted territory, and it's exciting to watch. Ultimately, this isn't just about basketball, it's about the future of women's sports. The Fever are proving that women's basketball can be just as exciting, star-studded, and profitable as the men's game. The rest of the sports world better take notice, because the WNBA is about to level up.